Ingie kwangu, lakini sema neno moja na roho yangu itapona.
Tuendelee na wimbo kidogo, wanakwaya.
Watoto wana BMC tafadhali Nakukaribisheni tena siku ya wazee iliyoandaliwa na kikundi cha Ethel Foundation for the Aged.
Sherehe ya leo inanifurahisha kwa sababu hatusensagi kwa nyumba, ndio unaona watu wanashikana hivi. Na saa hii tumesesa, tumetupa nguo kwa sababu ya mseso. Tumesikia vizuri sana. Na tena tumehubiriwa misa, tunasikia sana, vizuri sana. Hii pesa serikali inatupatia haitoshi kwa sababu pengine inaselewa. Na tena ni kidogo na inaselewa. Sasa ikiselewa hiyo mwezi ama miezi 2 ama 3, sasa wewe ukiwa unapewa na hakuna mtu mwingine anakupea, umekuwa na shida sana. Kama ukienda hospitali na hauna pesa na hakuna mtu mwingine anakusaidia kwa sababu huna, sasa wewe utakuwa na ugonjwa sana, maana hakuna kitu. Na ukienda hospitali iko na pesa.
Sisi wazee kwa mfano, watoto wetu wanatukumbukaga labda Father's Day, Mother's Day ndio wanatukumbuka. Na kwa mfano, niko na msichana wangu alinikumbuka wakati na kijana wakati siku ya Father's Day. Unaona wengine hawakumbuki, hawana shughuli na sisi.
Older persons, first of all, when they get the age of 60, are exposed to non-communicable diseases, which means they require a lot of medical consultation, but also care as a result of their deteriorating physical and mental condition. Unfortunately, every time they go to a health facility, they're expected to make payments for every service that they are seeking. Whereas we know that these older persons do not have any source of income most of the time then they end up not even getting the service for which they went to the health facility. In that regard, I would probably ask that the government considers providing free health services for older persons aged 60 years and above, because essentially they don't have any source of income.
We are looking at a human being holistically. And in this case, as we celebrate the Day of the Older Persons here in Our Lady of Sorrows, Kinungi, through the call of Pope Francis, as we celebrate the Day of our grandparents, we are gathered here as members of Ethel Foundation and different stakeholders that are with us, that are supporting us, so that we can reach out to the needs of the older persons in our society.
Related to lack of income, you'll find that they don't have any food and nutrition security. They have no way of getting money to buy food, especially today when production of food crops is quite compromised by the changing climates. Thirdly, older persons also insisted that they deserve some respect from younger members of society. Most of the time they are abused, they are neglected, their rights are violated, and I would urge the safety and security ecosystem, which consists of the chiefs, the village elders, the police, at least to ensure that every older person enjoys their basic rights to safety and security.
The things that we experience, especially of late, we realize that the money they get from the government has not been coming, which has been a support before. At the same time, we realize that the government do not have a system to follow up where this money is going to. Because if I'm living with a grandmother and I'm the one to pick that money to help this person, and most of them end up drinking that money or doing other things, and yet the government have closed their eyes that they are giving the money to the older persons. So as Ethel Foundation, we are doing advocacy to ensure that the money that is given by the government is reaching out and changing the life of these people. And as Ethel Foundation, we have been trying to reach out to them through the distribution of foodstuff, medication, and also their social well-being. Some of them can live in a house for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days without no one visiting them, without food. And yet these are the people who have worked so hard before to ensure that our society is a better place, and yet we forget about them. What I will encourage my dear brothers and sisters in the same society, let us value our grandparents. Being old or reaching the age of 70 is not a curse, it is a blessing. The moment we begin to look at it as a curse, yet knowing very well that we may also get old one day, will we be treated the same way? At the same time, where did our community life, the Ubuntu that we have always talked about, is it about neglecting those who can no longer work? Is it a society where we are just looking at those who can be able to give back to the society through their contribution? Or are we looking at those people who have also fought hard for the good of each other in this society? And that's why Ethel Foundation, we are doing a lot of advocacy to ensure that the needs of the older persons are catered for from the community level to the government level.